Welcome back, Z owners. This is part 3 of my J30 engine in my 300ZX, and this is my 300ZX non-turbo. And I want to touch on a few things that I didn't put in my last video. Is the coolant line bypass. There's a few videos on the coolant line bypass on YouTube you can find, but this part was a little vague, so I'm gonna try to get this in a little more in depth. The coolant line bypass, you have coolant line that goes here, coolant line that goes here, and a coolant line that goes here. Trying to remember where they all at here. Oh, and one right here. So all you're going to do is tie them in together. What I did was I went from here, goes all the way across to this one. Then this one here, I looped around and went over to this one. Get you some good quality hoses and clamps and you should not have a problem. Something I didn't add to my other video because I realized I made a mistake is I spoke about the oil filter tree you have to change when you go from J30 to a 300ZX. But one thing I forgot, I had to remove the oil filter tree after I installed it because of this transmission bracket right here. It's a two-piece bracket. Let's see if I can get a good view of it. You got this part here that bolts to a bracket that bolts to the block. I can't really get a good visual of it. Alright, there it is right there. See that bolt? You have two bolts behind the oil filter tree and you cannot remove them with the oil filter tree on the engine. So I had to remove the oil filter tree and add these two brackets. I'm pretty sure this is just for the standard shift vehicles, and the J30 comes automatic, so it does not have this bracket. So make sure before you install your oil filter tree to please install these two brackets. But did a couple things since my last video. I added the headers and Z1 adjustable motor mounts. Got the all silicone hoses, silicone, but we're just about ready to go in, as you can see. One thing I haven't found a video on, I wanted to touch bases on, is that thing there, engine harness. I am replacing my engine harness, and I'm just gonna give a little information on what's involved in changing the engine harness. We're going to go into the inside of the car, because this is how you need to change your engine harness. As you can see, when we go in here, I have my evaporator removed. You must remove the evaporator to change the wiring harness. It looks bad, but it's not as bad as it appears. So what your engine harness does is it runs behind this bracket and attaches to this stud here. There's a plate that goes over it. There's no way you're removing that plate that holds the harness to the firewall unless you remove your evaporator. So you have to discharge your AC. But like I said, it's not as bad as it looks. Probably took me 30 minutes and I had the evaporator out the vehicle. So just give y'all an idea what's involved in changing your wiring harness. So besides that, we pretty much ready to go back in. Got our engine bay all nice and detailed. 22 years of gook and grime was all pressure washed off, wiped down real nice. So we'll be able to install this engine with white gloves on. So hopefully our next video the engine will be in the vehicle and running. So I should be shooting a video here shortly, guys. Good luck. If you have any questions, just post it on the page. Thank you.